The Saints are a joke. But the thing is, there's no punchline. It's not funny. It's not fun. This team sucks. The ownership sucks. The roster sucks. The coaching sucks. Management sucks. The effort sucks. Quite frankly, I don't think there's anything about this team that doesn't suck, which is shocking, not really, to say. Like, we knew this was going to be a tough game. But, like, this was bad. And we have some injuries to discuss. We have some things to talk about. Tyler Shough's debut wasn't bad, wasn't great. Jack Stoll, the tight end, left on the injury cart late in the fourth quarter with an ankle injury. Tyler Shough left a few minutes later, late in the fourth quarter, as well with an ankle injury. We'll monitor those situations. Make sure you subscribe for updates there. But not only did you get beat, not only did you get bullied, you got absolutely dismantled. You got destroyed. You got dominated in every facet of this game. The pain is very real. I'm over it. We still have a long season to go. And it doesn't seem like there's an end to this pain. I want it to stop. I want it to be done. If you're with me, like the video. Make the pain stop. I'm done with it. The Saints held the ball today for 16 minutes. 10 giveaways in the last 3 games. My main question I have for the New Orleans Saints right now, what the hell do we do at practice? What the hell is going on during the week? Because whatever I just watched on TV is not football. Like, that was bad. And I am a Kellen Moore believer. I'm a Kellen Moore supporter. And I'm somebody who is not going to change my opinion on how much time Kellen Moore deserves. Play calling was terrible today. Situational, like, awareness was terrible. Challenging a play that had no business to be challenged. I do blame a little bit of that on Phil Galliano. An unknown thing about the special team coordinators is that a lot of times they have a very large say in when challenges are made by the teams. Just all across the board, this team was bad. Like, you ran 3 plays in the third quarter. What a joke. Again, this team's a joke. They're a clown show. They're a circus, but there's no punchline. Tyler Shough, look, you didn't really even get a fair read on him. Like, I don't think you got a read. You didn't do anything on the ground. Alvin Kamara's washed. You couldn't get the run going. 90% of the time, Devin Neal was on the field. He was pass protecting, which was a dead giveaway of what the Saints were going to be doing. And that is a coaching problem. That is not calling good plays. The defense today picked apart like nobody's business. It was terrible. I want to give Shuck a little bit of credit here, though. The touchdown was very, very impressive. That whole drive was really nice. And I will say, there's a lot of individual throws today that Shuck made that were really, really impressive. There was a lot of changing of the arm angles, and there was a lot of different release points, and there was a lot of different shots that were taken and passes that were attempted that, although you may not have been like, holy cow, this guy is the dude, but it's like, okay, there's a few good throws in here. You're playing against a Super Bowl contender. You knew this was going to be a tough game. Their roster is leaps and bounds better than the New Orleans Saints roster. You just didn't show up, though. You didn't really have any swings. It was ugly from the first quarter to the fourth quarter. It was ugly. Tyler Shough, I don't think was bad. The touchdown came after he took a huge hit. He got smacked holding on to the ball, waiting to throw it, gets pounded. The very next play, throws a touchdown to Juwan Johnson, gets his first of his MFL career. I really was impressed by him in the last stretch of the first half. And then late in the game, throws an interception on 4th down, trying to scramble, trying to make something happen. Late on the throw to Rashid Shaheed. Emmanuel Forbes jumps it, picks it off. And, yeah. The Rams offense crossed over 300 yards with 12 minutes left in the third quarter. My next note was genuine question, what the fuck goes on at practice? I don't know, man. It's hard to give Tyler Shough a grade here. It really is. I feel like it's not a good read that we got today. I think there was good moments. I think there was some bad moments. But I also think that there was a lot of pressure coming up the middle. Cesar Ruiz was playing bad. There was a lot of protection that just did not happen. So, like, if you can't even give him a grade, I don't blame you. I will, for the sake of it, go. I'll go C plus. I wanted to go B minus. One of the two. They're interchangeable for me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. The live poll right now is say 38% C. And on Twitter, I posted this question. And a lot of B's, a lot of C's. Kind of feels about the same for me. Guys, I know that this has been a tough year for the Saints. I know it's a tough month that we have coming up here. It's not been fun as a Saints fan. But you know it is fun living in the greatest country in the whole wide world. Salute to Service is a really special month to a lot of us because most of us know somebody who's served in the military, friend, family member, whatever it is. I cannot tell you how much enough you guys need the Salute to Service gear. Again, I know that this is a tough season. I know that this is a tough team to watch and support. But it's not tough to support the troops. And it's not tough to show how much you love the great United States of America. Click the link in the comments or description, chatsports.com/NO Salute. That's New Orleans Salute, obviously. If you want to get Salute to Service t-shirts, footballs, hats, jerseys, hoodies. I got this hoodie. It's so comfortable. I wear it all the time. I've been sleeping in it. I've been hanging out in it. I've been working out in it. It is a great hoodie. I absolutely love it. And plus, it's camouflage green, so you can wear it and rep the Saints, but be hidden. Pretty cool, huh? Click the link in the comments or description to get your Salute to Service gear from the Saints. Alrighty, I want to talk offense for a minute, kind of rapid-fire offense, and then I want to spend some time on the defensive side of the football here. Actually, hold on. One thing that was really nice about the Saints, penalties were not a massive problem. Like, I got to say here, the New Orleans Saints, 5 penalties for 33 yards. Silver lining, Lopez. Not that bad. Not that bad. Especially considering I just watched my Razorbacks have 17 penalties for over 200 yards against Mississippi State. Alvin Kamara, though, he's washed. I love AK-41. He has an open invite to the show. Him and I have interacted before on social media. I fear he's washed. And I think that the New Orleans Saints need to do better at giving Devin Neal opportunities to rush the football. He's the leading rusher of all time in Kansas Jayhawks history. Back-to-back seasons with 16 touchdowns. Why in the hell is he not getting carries? It feels like the New Orleans Saints have completely disregarded the running back 2 since Kendre Miller has gone down. And that should not slow down Devin Neal's usage. That actually should increase it. We're not getting anything. It's disgusting. Alvin Kamara, I love the guy. He fumbled today. We're at the end of his shelf life in New Orleans. And I don't think he's getting traded at the deadline. He's been very adamant that that's not happening. And he's been very straightforward about, I'm just here to support the team. I'm here to help the team. I'm a Saint. That's all I am. I'm just here to help the team. So, like, I don't think he's getting dealt. Chris Olave, I also don't think he's getting dealt at the trade deadline. Less than 48 hours away. You have a lot of decisions to make. 2 players I don't think are going to get dealt. Chris Olave, Alvin Kamara. Outside of that, I think that it might be kind of up in the air of what happens. Olave, 3 catches, 57 yards. Really didn't get a lot of action until later in the game, but I thought that he was effective whenever he was targeted. I'd like to see him get the ball more. But again, the Saints weren't on offense at all. Like, you didn't really get any opportunities to try to see what happens. 4 targets, 3 catches. Chris Olave had a pretty decent day. Rashid Shaheed led the team in receiving. He had 9 targets for 5 receptions. The Saints were definitely trying to feed him and give him opportunities to make plays ahead of the trade deadline. I don't know if it's because they want to move him. I don't know if it's because they don't feel like they need to move him. But Rashid Shaheed finished the day, 5 catches, 68 yards, a long of 26. I was really shocked to see how ineffective the passing offense was. Because, again, I knew there was going to be problems, but it's like we're not even scheming up plays with the talent that we have. Like, we're not even leaning into the strengths of the roster. And that's something that's disappointing because that's like a bread and butter of Kellen Moore's tenure as a coach. He's always been able to appeal the strengths of the rosters he's coached. Fun fact, Taysom Hill led the team in rushing. 4 carries for 30 yards. He had the first carry of more than 20 yards. Saints have played 9 games. That's awesome. 4 carries, 30 yards, the long of 29. Fear he's washed. Let's talk Pete Werner, because I think he's a player that could get traded. Pete Werner not very effective today. He was around a lot. He was getting near the football a bunch. But Danny Stutzman, more productive once again. 8 tackles. 8 tackles. One of those were solo. for Danny Stutzman. Got to give a lot of credit, too, to Jonas Sanker. He had a hell of a day. 8 tackles, 5 solo. He was all over the field. Had a couple PBUs. I mean, he was playing lights out. Got to give a lot of credit to the young rookies here in New Orleans. Like, it's not been a good season. There hasn't been much to really be happy about. But the facts are New Orleans is in the midst of a rebuild. You were playing against a team that is going to be contending for a Super Bowl, and this is what happens. Kool-Aid McKinstry picked on all day. Feels like he hasn't had a good game, really had a good moment since the Giants win. Might need to start calling him JaQuincy again. Sorry. I feel like if you're playing good, you can be Kool-Aid, but if you're playing like shit, like he has been, it's JaQuincy. Chase Young, he had a great day today. He had a really, really good day. He spent a lot of time in the backfield. He was stopping runs. I was really impressed with Chase Young. I think he's having a really nice season so far. He hasn't had a lot of run because he's been dealing with a calf injury that sidelined him for the first few weeks. But since he's been back, Chase Young has been good. And I think that the Saints definitely got a good player in Chase Young. I want to see them continue to invest in the defensive line because there was no pressure put on Matthew Stafford today. Jonah Williams had a sack. You saw a couple other players contribute in that regard. Chase Young had a sack. Jonah Williams had a sack. And that's it. So I lied. Only 2 players had sacks today. Guys, the trade deadline is on Tuesday. We will be live for the deadline. Noon Central Time. We'll be live throughout the day. Any moves that happen, whether it's a Saints move or another move, we will let you guys know what happens. So make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications, and tune into the coverage there. Before we show you the scores around the league, I want to say one more thing here. Kellen Moore, if you're listening, we're not asking you to be perfect. We're not asking for this team to turn it around and go on a win streak. We're not even asking for this team to do anything crazy this year. I just want to go back to seeing a little bit of progress. And I don't think that means you put Spencer Rattler back on the field. I think that means coach a better game. And as dumb as it sounds coming from a Husky guy with a podcast mic, like, just coach a better game. I don't know what's going on. Like, this feels very uncharacteristic of him. This feels like it's been a bad stretch. And I want to give grace there, too, because this is the first year that he's been a head coach. He's part of a rebuild, too. Like, he's got to learn. He's a rookie head coach. It's okay. There's going to be mistakes. There's going to be problems. I got nothing. Like, since the Giants game, it's gotten infinitely worse. It's disappointing. That's all I got to say. Looking around the league, the Panthers took down the Packers. I actually did not know that. That's shocking. That's crazy. The Panthers won. Wow. Sick. Sean Payton, they get a walk-off field goal from Will Lutz to beat the Texans. The Vikings take down the Lions. The Bears with a late touchdown from Colston Loveland to seal the game, 47-42. Steelers take down Daniel Jones, Indiana Jones, with another loss here. We've been talking about this, Lopez and I have been saying, it feels like Daniel Jones, like there's going to be a come-to-Jesus game here soon, and that was clearly this one against the Steelers. The Titans almost shocked the Chargers. The Niners handled business against the Giants, and the Patriots beat the Falcons. Falcons lose. It's a good day. And I'll say one more thing before we hop on out of here. We're all miserable. We're all very unhappy. But there's a very, very small percentage of us out there that are Saints fans and Arkansas Razorback fans. And if you're a part of that miserable group just like me, my heart is with you. God bless you. And maybe, just maybe, one day it'll get better. I mean, when you're at rock bottom, there's only one way, and it's up. But I hope we don't live in rock bottom for a while. My name's Trace Girouard. This is my instant reaction to the Saints versus Rams loss, 34-10. Feels like you don't have much to build off of. And next, you have the Panthers, and then you have the bye. Yay. Whoopee. Y'all stay golden. We'll be live at the trade deadline. We'll see you next time.